Hey guys, today we're going to work on like a really easy blueprint just for moving platforms. What I want to do with this, if I just bring it out here, what I want to be able to do with these platforms is not just have them moving left to right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it so each platform we make, we can actually move in any direction. So if I move this little widget here, for example, this will be the new position. And what we can also do is change the duration, so the speed of which the platform is going to move. So for example, so this is our moving platform here, I want it to move from A to B within 5 seconds. So if you look at this for an example, so you can see there it's just going to ping pong back and forth from them two positions. And we can also just change it, so everything, if I want it to go a little bit further right I can, or if I want it to go a little bit faster I can just do that. And the reason I want to do it this way is so that we don't have to make a new blueprint for each platform. So if I just copy, duplicate that one over and change this position, so I want it to go up and down instead, I then don't have to make a whole new blueprint. I now have two moving platforms going in different directions, and then I can change the time of each. So that it's editable each time you put it down. So, in order to do this, it's really quick and easy. Let me just delete these out of the scene. So, we're going to create Bleuprint, out to Blueprint class, and we're just going to pick an actor, and I'm just going to call this BP, I'm going to call it Platform. So once you've named it, just open it up. I'm going to add a cube, but obviously you can use whatever you want. This will be my platform, so I'm just going to make it a bit bigger and thinness of 0.1 I think. So I'm just going to compile it and drag it out just to see how it looks. So if we look at this, it seems like a right size. Obviously you can change it to whatever you want. So I'll just bring it over there just so we can see how it looks. Okay, so other than that, obviously you can change this cube to whatever you want, just over here, but I'm just going to stick with this for now. And then I'm going to add in an interp to movement. Okay, and we want to actually, you can change the positions in here, but obviously then you'd have to make a new blueprint for each platform. So what I'm going to do here, you can leave all of this the same. The only thing I am going to change is the behavior type. So with it, where it says one shot, that means it's just going to do it once. So we change it down to ping pong, basically means it's going to go from point A to point B and keep going back and forth. You can obviously add more points, but we're only going to do it with the 2 points today. So once you've got them two pieces there, I'm actually going to go into the construction script, and I'm going to drag out here, and I'm going to put add control, and it's just that one there. And as you can see, it's already connected to the interp to movement. Okay, so we don't need to change the position on this because it's going to be relative to your blueprint itself. So the starting position we want to be 0. So no changes there, but we are actually going to copy and paste this for point 2, so our second point. Okay, so this position here is going to be where we want our platform to move to. So because we want to be able to edit this, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new variable, and we're going to call this new position as such, and I'm just going to change it to a vector. Okay, and what we need to do here is we need to make it instant editable, which means we can edit it every time we bring one out, and show 3D widget. So this is going to be the part that we select to change the position. So now that we've already done that, we can bring that out, get, and plop that into the new position, and we'll see how that works later. And the only other thing I want to do now is I want another variable for duration. So this was how long it's going to take to get from point A to point B, and this one's also going to be instant editable, and we're going to change it to a float, which means we can put in a number. So now what we can do here is we're going to pull out another one of these interp movements, and we're going to put set duration. Okay, let me just move some of this forward a bit. So now we're going to set the duration of this movement, and this is where we get our duration bit and plug it straight in here. we just connect these last bits up. Boop. And boop. So, now looking at this again, we've got our first position here that we're leaving at 0 for the interp movement, and then it's going to come out. We're going to set how long it's going to take for this movement, and it's going to get to the new position, which we're also going to set once we drag it out. So that looks, I think, pretty much set. Let me just double check that I've got these all sorted. And the duration, yep, that should all be good. So if we compile that, and we look here, we can see now, if we click on this widget here was our new position variable. So we can now move this to wherever we want, really, on the map. So if I do it here, and if we're clicked on this blueprint here, we can actually change the duration, which was the other variable we made. So let's just change that to 3. Now if I push play, I now have a lovely moving platform. And as we saw before, I can now bring a bunch of these out and just change the positions and have them, as many as I want really, dotted around. Obviously you can do up and down as well if you want, lifts or anything like that, but now you have fully functioning platforms. Well done.